Come say hello to my friend Joe. I'm Joe too.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I know all you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Not the new guys. You know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Who am I?
You're the restoration guy.
This is your plumber.
Oh,
Hey, how you doing?
Which one of you is Mike?
no.
Mike's the guy that sold.
Mike Zenker.
Mike Zanker. He's.
I know who Mike Zenker is. I know Bill Lynn. I know Nathan Bumstead. I know everybody.
You're asking about DeCaro?
Well, I thought you said it was Mike yet.
Well,
Oh,
no, I talked to Mike, but,
Yeah.
but he
Mike's our hot water tank guy.
Yeah,
He'll come out.
yeah.
well, these guys could probably do it, right?
What, the hot water tank?
I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go.
Let me show them what's going on.
Yeah.
This is Joe, and I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Okay.
I'm Bryce. This is Alex.
Yes.
Bryce and Alex. I know their boss. I know all of the older people at ARS Rescued, and not necessarily the guys that are newer guys, but
Well, thanks a lot, Joe.
you're welcome. I heard them knocking, so
So you can go this way.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
I'm set.
you're all set?
Yeah.
Okay. He's got everything he needs. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Just let me know on the equipment.
Of course, yeah, you gotta have that. So when I said sarcastically, I'm still that way a little bit, to be funny, not trying to be mean. I said to my grandmother, I know it's good to pray. I mean, I'm sure it's good to pray.
Yeah.
But does God really expect you to pray all day long? She goes, well, there's a lot to pray for. And I'm like, really? Like what? And she's like, well, our relatives in Hungary, they don't have it as well as us. We got plenty of food. I mean, we're lucky to be here in America, but their times are tough,
Yeah.
They don't have money. They don't have as much food.
Yeah.
And then she said, and there's a lot of wars going on. She said, a lot of wars. I'm thinking World War II is over. What do you mean there's a lot of wars?
No, look
But
what's going to happen.
she would listen to her little transistor radio. She's probably praying for every little war in Africa and every, like you
God
said,
bless
you
her.
pray the rosary for an hour every morning because you got that many people to pray for. So
Yeah.
you're a lot like my grandmother. And thank you for the juice.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My mother was a Catholic nun.
Really?
I bet you've never met anybody that could look you in the eye and tell you that my mother was
God bless her.
a Catholic nun, which once you take your final vow, that's you can't change your mind.
Yeah.
That's like a marriage. You
Yeah.
don't get married and then
Yeah.
although Britney Spears I think was married for like 13 hours or 16 hours
Yeah.
in Las Vegas. But her entire convent, this was just before the 1956 Communist Revolution,
Yeah.
when the head priest comes to you as a nun and says the entire convent is being moved from Hungary to South America, which is a very, very long boat ride. And he said, you're anemic? And he said, perhaps you would make a good mother and wife. And she did until she fell down the steps and hit her head, where my sister still lives on York Road, in North Royalton.
Is your mother still living?
What?
Is your mother still living?
No, she passed away when she fell down the steps and hit her head. So, but she had, we had 3 boys and 3 girls. I'm the youngest, but she actually I had a brother named Joe also, which is a little unusual, right? He died, he had no food to, no association. I had a brother named Joe, which you probably were wondering. I'm telling you, I had a brother
named Joe.
also named Joe,
Oh,
which is
really?
unusual. You probably don't have a brother named Joe.
No.
Well, he's trying to get by. But here's the thing. My brother was born with no esophagus, no food tube,
My God.
which I think has got to be a pretty rare birth defect because I've never heard of it.
Never heard of that.
And I'm Joseph Attila Dohar. He was Joseph Tarzisius Dohar, and he lived about 3 months, 4 months. And when
It's a wonder he lived.
what?
It's a wonder he lived without us.
Well, my dad told me more about it when I dropped what I was doing and I moved in with my dad in Sarasota when he needed help. And the guy you're about to meet, Larry, who I've told you about, my right-hand guy. My right-hand guy, Larry, who's been with me 33 years, that was Jerry that just left. But Larry, who will be coming here, he did go to college. He has 2 separate 4-year engineering degrees from Case Western Reserve. Larry ran my company while I helped my dad for 6 months before I had to take him to the hospice. And my dad told me that my brother Joe, who would be 5 years older than me if he lived, and if somebody was born with no food tube today with the modern, they would probably put in a plastic food tube. He'd live to be 100. But, I was born in 64. He was born in like 58. They didn't have all the
Yeah.
technology that we
Yeah,
have.
no.
So my dad told me the milk was put into what looked like a little football, and he squeezed it and it went right into his stomach.
Oh,
So,
that's how they fed him.
well, that's how he stayed alive for, I think, 3 months. But I was cleaning up next to my dad's bed. He'd fallen asleep, he had a bunch of Kleenex, and I saw his Bible there. And I noticed in the Bible, when you go to a funeral, you got that little bookmark, it's
Yeah.
got a prayer. Well, I was looking, I'm like, man, how many funerals did my dad go to? Well, he lived to be 83, so, sometimes you go to a lot of funerals.
I kept most of those too. You know what I'm gonna do? These little album things you have. You can buy little album pages. I'm gonna put mine in there.
Well, my dad had them shoved in his Bible. Like it seemed like
That's what my mother did with
it
hers.
seemed like a million of them. But I was looking at them and I recognized some of them. Oh, this is my uncle. This is so and so.
Yeah.
And then I saw Joseph Dohar. That's my name. And I'm thinking, well, wait a second. I'm still alive.
How do you spell that? Dohart?
No, Dohar. There's no T.
Dohar.
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 Delta Oscar Hotel Alpha Romeo. As a pilot, we use the phonetic alphabet. But in any event, I looked at it more closely, and when he was born and he died, 3 months later, and I saw his middle name was not Attila. I'm Joseph Attila Dohar. He was Joseph Tarzisius Dohar. Tarzisius is a Hungarian name, and some of this might be a legend. It's maybe not all true, but allegedly, he was an altar boy, just like me and my 2 older brothers.
Oh, you were an altar boy?
Yes, of course.
What church did you go to?
Well, we all went to St. Pat's at Peerless and Rock River until we moved to North Royalton. 7th and 8th grade, I went to St. Albert's on Wallings.
okay.
So anyway, lately I've been going to St. Emmerich's right by the West Side Market. And I talked to Father Bona last night. And Larry's son talked to him too. Larry's my right-hand guy that you're going to meet here in a little bit. So the point is, I sometimes lose my train of thought, but Joseph Tarzisius in Hungary was an altar boy. One of his jobs that he had to do was for the sick families that couldn't make it to church to take the host to them. And the bullies in the neighborhood were like, "What do you got in your hand? Let us see that." And he of course wouldn't give it to him. And again, some of this might be a fable made up, but allegedly they stoned him to death. They killed him, and even after he died, they couldn't pry open his fingers. So that's the middle name of my brother Joe, who only lived for 3 months. But he's waiting for me, just like your relatives are.
I had a brother too. He only lived. My mother says he lived 8 days. The day she was going to bring him home from the hospital, he died.
Oh boy.
I said that had to be devastating for him. She said they should have put him in the incubator. He only weighed 4 pounds, and the hospital didn't.
Well, I was born at Fairview Hospital, by Camp's Corners, and my 5 older brothers and sisters have told me the story that I think after just one day, my parents were bringing me home, and when they got the news that they got a baby brother, baby boy, they all got out their instruments. We had a piano. My brother Johnny played the trumpet at St. Ed's, and he went all over the world, Disney World.
Yeah.
And then my sister Anna plays the flute, and Mary plays the violin still.
Gee.
She's 10 years older than me, so she's 71, and in Scottsdale, Arizona, she plays in the orchestra.
Oh, that's nice.
So I play guitar and keyboards. I see you got a piano.
I got a piano upstairs, regular piano.
A regular piano?
Yeah.
Can I play it?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I never took any lessons, so I might not be as good as you. I can't read music.
I had a piano tuner come here.
Hey, my grandson, you met him, Max.
Joey's son.
Joey's son. Max.
I don't think I met Joey's son.
He has dark hair.
No, he's at Lightyear Music.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
He moved to Nevada.
I remember
now.
you were talking to him one
You
day.
were-
and
you
I
were
was-
there?
And I was standing on the other side of the truck.
Oh, well, nice to meet you again. I didn't.
Yeah, you were on the other side.
Yes, and
talking to Max.
he's the one I think that told me to go talk to Jim, who was in Easy Street. I called him this morning.
Okay.
He's a good keyboard player of that. Some people tell me I'm good, but that'd be like if I was really good in the high school, football team throwing
Yeah.
the football. Well, I might say I actually did not play football, but I might say, yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
but I'm not as good as Tom Brady, of course.
Yeah, he worked for Joe and Chuck. He worked for both of my sons, Jim.
He works for both of them
Yeah, he has an office.
because Joe and Chuck kind of have two separate businesses
Yeah,
under the
yeah,
same roof.
yeah.
I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
know that. But yeah, Jim played in Easy Street, and I played in a band called Rendezvous, and we were pretty good because we were playing at all the top nightclubs in northeastern Ohio, and we were managed by the same management company, Otto Newberg, Action Talent, as the top bands. So we were not the top bands, but we were younger than them because we were playing in nightclubs before we were old enough to drive a car. Enzo's mom had to drive us in the Chevy Blazer. We were getting paid to play in some small nightclubs before we were 16. So we were, started
Wow,
young.
that was good.
Well, we started in 7th grade.
That was good.
All right, I will play something for you, but
Hey, you know what? I want to
Take my shoes off, yeah.
One question.
yes.
Now, when do I have to pay State Farm? They sent me an email that they went.
You're not going to pay them anything. They're going to pay for all this work.
No, they're telling me I have a deductible.
Yes, Larry's the numbers guy for 33 years. Like I said, he's the new guy.
Yeah.
He's only got 33 years experience.
Yeah, see, they sent me this.
I think Chuck told me your deductible is $2,400, but we're going to see how we could help you out with that. So we could talk about that when Larry gets here.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
wanna-
That guy could turn a light on over there so he could see.
No, that's fine. Here's the thing. I'm like the salesperson.
Yeah.
You got to have that. Somebody's got to
Yeah.
talk to the customers, explain
Okay.
things. But anything that has anything to do with numbers, I like to say, psh, goes right over my head. A little bit of an exaggeration. Obviously, as a corporate jet pilot and a flight instructor now for 20 years, I've been teaching people to fly. If I told you I don't know nothing about numbers, you'd be like, oh, I think
okay.
he knows a little bit about numbers.
I didn't know how this worked. They sent me this email.
Yes.
They said,
Oh, we'd like to see that email, but later. You don't have to show it to me now. I'll tell Larry. So anyway, I telling you so many stories, but let me play the piano for you for a second. See if I could impress you with my piano
You
playing.
know, when we got my piano, I had a piano tuner come and tune a piano. He said, "I'll take part of your board and I'm gonna do something to it.
Part of your what?
The inside of the board, the keyboard."
Oh,
And what he did was he sprayed it with something. So when he brought it back, the keys are.
That was a long time ago.
That,
though.
well,
what? The keys were fixed. They were better.
No, they weren't better. So then Chucky told me about a good piano tuner,
Oh.
and he came and he got the piano in tune now. But I was supposed to call him back, but I had eye surgery 3 years ago, right when I got the piano.
Looks like you could see good. Looks like they did a good job.
No,
No?
this eye here is real bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like fog to look at.
Oh, but at least you got the good eye, the other eye.
Yeah.
Kind of like me I lost my hearing in this ear, but at least I thank God for the hearing.
I got bad ear too. This ear, I can't hear out of this ear.
Well, I'm not 85 yet, but I'm 61. So
That must be common because I know a lot of people.
She's 81. You're 61.
oh, and you're 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friend Ron, when I say this, it's like I don't even want to believe it myself, but you could ask Larry, even he and his son, to talk to him. I'm extremely good friends with the co-founder of Apple Computer Company.
Really?
I've been to his house 20 or 25 times. Larry, when he gets there, he'll tell you, Larry's talked to him 17 times. But I talk to him sometimes every day.
Wow.
Not Steve Jobs, God rest his soul, he passed away.
yeah.
Not Steve Wozniak, the more famous partner. And I know Steve and his wife, Janet Wozniak.
Yeah.
She calls him Woz. It's the third co-founder born in Cleveland, Ohio in 34. I was born in 64, so that makes him 91 and I'm 61.
Wow.
The third co-founder, you could Google it. You could ask Siri, who co-founded the Apple Computer Company? It'll say Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and my friend. And I'm almost thinking, like, how could I be his friend? Like it would make more sense if I was some kind of a billionaire or a big movie star or something. But if you've been to his house 20 or 25 times, and if you talk to him at least 3-4 times a week, that's not a casual acquaintance. That's
Somebody else is coming in.
oh, it's the plumber. I forgot your name,
Alex.
Alex.
Yeah,
And I'm Joe, and this is Joe, and this is
Irma
Irma Jean, or you could call her Irma, but I call her Irma Jean.
You know, Chuck says, he would introduces me. He says, "This is my mother, Jean." I
Yeah,
I used to do that.
my sciatica's bothering me. I had to sit down.
Oh,
I hurt my sciatica.
I hear that a lot of people have that. I don't know, lower back pain and it goes down. I had excruciating lower back pain. Thank God it went away.
I have that.
Thank God it went away. I hope you have the same outcome. I didn't know what to do. I went to see a neurologist, a chiropractor. I got an MRI,
Yeah.
Gee,
and I remember the chiropractor over by where my dad lived in Sarasota.
Yeah.
She looked at me and she said, the way she said it, she goes, "You've got to lose weight." She made it sound like you are morbidly obese. She made it sound like you are the fattest person I've ever seen in my life. And I almost wanted to say, "You're not so skinny either." But I understand it's not, this extra weight here is not good for your back. But I did get a Tempur-Pedic mattress, very expensive. I bought a jacuzzi brand jacuzzi tub. I built a jacuzzi room on my basement. It's got 32 shiatsu back shots on the floor.
Yeah.
I was in it this morning. Every morning, it relaxes me. I have a massage chair. So, and it was so bad, Joe and Irma Jean. I would get up to go to the bathroom and I would fall to my knees. And I thought, am I going to have to pull myself with my elbows to get
oh
to
my
the...
God.
And I had no rhyme or reason. Because the one day I would be on my jet ski going to put
My
me,
goodness.
hitting the big waves, pounding, no back pain. And then 3 weeks later, for no reason, I was not even carrying anything heavy, excruciating. It would come and go. I'd maybe be helping somebody move. So I'm carrying out a refrigerator. You would think, oh, that's no problem. It just came and went. I don't know what it was, but it finally went away. And when you're in that much pain, even if you were not religious, you'd be saying, "Dear God, oh my God."
Yeah, I do that.
And I prayed a lot. So I don't know, who do I give the credit to? God, the Tempur-Pedic mattress, which was over $5,000, the 32 shiatsu back jets, or maybe all of the above. So
Did it go
it
away?
completely went away 22 years ago. Never came back. So I hope you...
Jeez. Yeah, well, I was. We have to get our chimney duct pointed. I didn't know the chimney was leaking into the basement.
It was coming down through the
attic.
walls.
I couldn't figure out what, you know, and so the guy that put the roof on was Hinckley, and then I had this guy that Bartley. Did you know Bartley?